Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida's offense will get the first crack at it here. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that...
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gator.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
And I think that was step 1 for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive, and see what this offense does to them.
And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Ball. Got the first down. Looking for more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The give to the tailback. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Flagway. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sturdivant. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Daniels.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Got it in the middle. It's Mosley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The play-action fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense. Stop him in his tracks. And the Gators send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State going up tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Bringing the heat. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UMass. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
This time on target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he had just enough to will that one home. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Laterals it back. He'll pull it down. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown. Receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll toss it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Holds it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Got a man. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Off play action. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan when you lose your starting quarterback. Got your back up, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know you do.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They want to get this defense on its heels. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. The short hand, it's Wilson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake. Wide out trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee and We'll start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. We've come to the end of the period and Mississippi State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now the play fake. Rush is on him, trying to escape and get it himself.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. Soften him up with a run, and now to throw. I'm running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And every time he gets brought down, he kind of gasped for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Unleashes one. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Purdue is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 18 over UMass. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going to take off. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Soft spot in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Lagway. Finds his man, it's ball. Out of bounds, right on the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Gators are threatening in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel. The D coordinator.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes a connection. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He splits the uprights. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is...
There he goes! And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let... Checked out. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Grab near the sticks. It's Mosley. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. By the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. quick completion on the out. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's ball. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Going for it all. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.